real story about Marketplace. Temu Alina loved online shopping and was always looking for the best deals. When her friend told her about Temu, a platform where you could buy things for ridiculously low prices, she couldn't resist. She downloaded the app and immediately started browsing. The prices seemed suspiciously cheap. Jewelry for just a few cents, clothes cheaper than a cup of coffee, even electronics at laughable prices. But what caught Alina's attention the most was a doll, porcelain, with long dark hair and an antique lace dress. The description read, "Rare antique doll, only 10 rubles. Probably some kind of clearance sale," Alina thought, and added it to her cart. That evening, she noticed something strange. Although the order hadn't been shipped yet, she received a notification. "The item is already with you." She frowned, but dismissed it as a glitch in the app. The delivery 3 days later, she got a call from the courier. "Your delivery has arrived. Are you home?" The voice was strange, deep and raspy, as if dozens of voices were whispering at the same time. "Yes, come up," she replied, but the courier never came. Instead, the doorbell rang. Alina peeked through the peephole, but no one was there. When she opened the door, a package was sitting on the doorstep, neatly wrapped, with no labels, no Temu logo, not even her address, just her name. Feeling a shiver run down her spine, she brought the package inside and opened it. Inside was the doll. It looked just like the picture, but in person it seemed off. The porcelain skin was cracked and its lips were slightly parted, as if it was about to say something. Alina shrugged off the unease, thinking it was just an old toy that had been sitting in storage for too long. She placed it on a shelf and forgot about it. The first signs. That night, Alina woke up to a sound, a faint rustling. She sat up in bed and looked toward the door. Darkness. Silence. She was about to go back to sleep when she heard a soft giggle. Her heart pounded as she switched on the light. The apartment was empty. But then she turned to her shelf and felt her blood run cold. The doll was on the floor, face down. "Must have fallen," she muttered, but a creeping unease settled in her stomach. She picked up the doll, and that's when she noticed her phone screen glowing. Temu was open on its own. A new notification popped up. "You have accepted the item. Now, the item will accept you." The night of Scary, the next day, Alina felt strange. There was an eerie sensation, as if someone was watching her. Every time she turned her head, she thought she saw movement out of the corner of her eye. That evening, her phone vibrated again. Next order, you. Panic surged through her as she tried to delete the app, but the uninstall button wouldn't work. Suddenly, the screen went black and a new image appeared, a blurry photograph of her bedroom. Then she heard it, soft footsteps in the hallway. She froze. She was alone in the apartment. The footsteps grew closer. Her heart pounded. She grabbed the nearest object, a glass vase, and slowly approached the bedroom door. Holding her breath, she listened. Silence. Alina yanked the door open. Nothing but darkness. Then something fell to the floor. She turned her head and saw the doll. It was sitting in the hallway, but Alina was sure she had left it in her room. Her chest tightened with fear, and then she saw the most terrifying thing. The doll's eyes moved. They were looking straight at her. The disappearance. The next day, Alina's friend Katya tried calling her, but there was no answer. Worried, she went to her apartment. The door was slightly open. Inside, everything was silent. Katya cautiously stepped in. On the floor lay Alina's phone, its screen still on. the Temu app was open, displaying the order status. Delivered. Katya picked up the phone, and a new notification popped up. Would you like to add a new friend to your cart? At that moment, something moved behind her.